What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on October 15th, 2023. There are some more retailer exclusives that have been added to Funko.com, so do make sure you check out the selection. They do have some pop ornaments, and I will address some more pop ornaments in just a moment here. They have the Marvel Comics minis available on Funko.com, and those will be available with Five Below as well. Also coming to Five Below soon are the Nightmare Before Christmas minis. I don't think they've hit stores just yet, but like I said, they will be available in the very near future. And on the way to Funko.com is the Bedtime Freddy and Proto that you see pictured there in the upper right. I do like the look of that, so I think I will add that to my personal collection. And with pop ornaments, you do find these mainly with Walmart. Like I said, they have some on Funko.com, but you find a lot of these with Walmart as well. And you see that there are some new ones that have been listed that you can go ahead and order, or you can wait and try to find these in stores, of course. As far as these designs are concerned, I think the standout for me is the Santa Jack with Zero. I really like the look of that, especially that it actually has that chimney as the base there. Really good design there. And then next year, it does seem like we are going to get a Batman one of him in the Batmobile. That's based on the Michael Keaton Batman there. Do keep in mind with some of these ornaments, they do have chase variants that are all gold, so you can be on the lookout for those as well. Now, I did want to address the Heavy Metal Halloween box. It's still listed right now on Funko.com. The Jack Carver is the only mascot that is sold out at this point. The other ones are still available. That does include Rusty Steele, Sid Vicious, and Phil D. Graves. So yeah, if you're interested in that box, like I said, you can go for it still with those three mascots. I will address the items within the box in just a moment here. And then with Hot Topic, they do have their Scare Fair exclusives listed on the website right now. And of course, you can check for those in stores as well. I'm not going to go back through the figures. You see them pictured here. I've addressed them previously, so I'm just going to go ahead and move forward here. As far as New York Comic Con is concerned, there are still plenty of these, exclusives available, the fall convention exclusives. So you can check on Funko.com. There's not much there that has really sold out. The McNugget has sold out. I know that the Luffy wanted poster has sold out. I think most other Funko.com exclusives are still available at this time. They do have some retailer exclusives that are listed, and some of those are listed as being sold out, but you can check directly with the retailers and they may still have them available. So if you're interested in these figures, don't give up on them just yet. Like I said, you still can track down most of these items there. I did want to point out that with FYE, it seems like they're not actually getting their exclusive Lord Zed Soda or the Geordie LaForge. It seems like those are just listed on Funko.com, although the Lord Zed Soda has sold out on Funko.com right now. But it could end up with another retailer. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Same thing with Geordie LaForge. He may show up somewhere else as well. We'll just have to wait and see what exactly happens with those particular figures. So getting back to the Heavy Metal Halloween box, these are the Freddys that we have seen thus far. If I'm missing anything, please share in the comments some details about it. Some of these are repaints of figures from last year, like the Freddy Zombie. There's the diamond version of him. It just says glitter on the box. There's a glow-in-the-dark variant, which I think is fine. They do have a black and white version of the zombie without the blood splatter, which is kind of odd to me because last year they had the black and white version with the blood splatter. So that's not the most interesting repaint to me personally. They also have this previously released Atomic Freddy in two different variants. They have different variants of the Freddy Bones, including a glow-in-the-dark one, and there is a diamond one as well, which I think is a standout, and that's only 500 pieces. There are some figures in the mix here that are some low counts, so I definitely want to point that out. There's actually, more than one glow-in-the-dark variant for Freddy Bones. There's another one there you see in the upper right. I'm just kind of, glancing around the screen here. As far as characters are concerned, Casey Jones has two different variants, one of them being Blacklight. I think the Blacklight one looks pretty cool. There's that Lex Luthor one, which is based on like the old school looking Lex Luthor, and that's a recently released figure. And also they have Mysterio as well, which is definitely one that I hope to add to my collection. And there's a Soundwave figure as well, Freddy Funko as Soundwave. So like I said, at this point, these are the Freddy Funkos that I've been able to track down. If you know of any more, please, like I said, share in the comments. And then as far as the sodas are concerned, once again, there are some, repaints of previously released figures. So there's different variants of Freddy Funko as Werewolf, different variants of the Freddy Funko as Devil, different variants of Freddy Funko the Spirit one. So yeah, those are in the mix there. The Freddy Funko as Monster, I think that one's new. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Somebody can, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that one's only 500 pieces, at least that particular blacklight variant there of it. There's Freddy Funko as Chucky, which is one I would like to add to my collection. We got some Batman related ones, of course. We got Freddy Funko as just Batman, then Batman Beyond, and Batman Azura and Ra, which would be really nice to have that one for my personal collection. You also see here the Proto figures as well, Vampire Proto with some different color variants, including a blacklight one. So yeah, as far as the sodas are concerned, once again, these are things that I was able to track down. Again, if you've seen some things that I have not, please discuss that in the comments. I do want to give you all a reminder about the 18-inch gold Iron Man, which is releasing on October 18th. So that's just a couple of days away from the recording of this video. You have a 1 in 2 chance at getting one of the variants. And I do have the numbers listed here. So there's 1,500 of the classic red and gold Iron Man, 450 pieces for the all gold Iron Man, 350 pieces for the black and silver, 650 pieces for the all silver one, and then only 50 pieces for the black and gold. So that is a very rare figure. I watched a video revealing these figures, and I think they said that amounts to like a less than 2% chance. So yeah, some people may go for this figure just hoping to get that very rare figure there. Altogether, of course, that adds up to 3,000 pieces. And of course, if you know Iron Man, you get the reference there. These are $150 each, but of course, that's because of the size. This is a 18-inch figure. That is a huge figure. So do bear that in mind. This is listed on Funko.com right now. You can go ahead and sign up for a notification for when it does go live. And each purchase does come along with a unique code that's going to give you a redeemable digital variant, basically, of the variant that you get. So do bear that in mind as well. But again, yes, this drops on October 18th. So some random new things that have been revealed, and you can get pre-orders in. So you see here the Crayola Pops, of course, did get officially revealed. I think they are cute. I could see some people going for these, especially people that have, kids may want to get these, or maybe even educators as well may want to add these somewhere in their classroom, something like that. You see some plushes here, the Jolly Rancher Watermelon, Jolly Rancher Blue Raspberry, and the Nerds Pink plush. Those are all available for pre-order. The Rudolph, the classic Rudolph here, the Funko 25th anniversary Rudolph, I guess I just say, is not available just yet. Of course, that should become available on Funko.com in the near future. You see here also there is a Chip and Dale Christmas Treasures game that you can pre-order right now with various retailers. There are some more NFL Pops on the way that have been revealed, and these are up for pre-order. That does include Dan Marino, Joe Montana, Jack Lambert, Mike Singletary, and Steve Smith Sr. So again, those are available for pre-order with various retailers. And remember, when something is a common figure, make sure you check with that particular retailer to see when they're going to ship it out. Different retailers do ship at different times. You see here that there is a heat activated Stitch mug that is coming soon. I'm not sure if this is listed just yet, or at least I did not see it listed just yet on websites, but you might be able to track it down. But I think that's going to be pretty easy to get if you are interested in it. And there is a Michael McIntyre Pop on the way. I'm not familiar with this individual. He appears to be an English comedian. I'm just not familiar with his work, but yes, he does have a pop on the way. There is a Hot Topic exclusive Eren and Zeke Yeager from Attack on Titan moment basically on the way. That's not listed just yet, but it should be available pretty soon. There are some new Mind Style exclusive Pop Asia Pops on the way, and they are a part of the Legendary Creatures and Myths line. So you can check with Mind Style. This is a company, I believe, based in the Philippines, but you might be able to track down those figures with various retailers here in the US. Bait had a new exclusive Pop Asia Wuxi figure at their NYCC booth. Who knows, that might show up on their website, and maybe they have some other things from the con that I just missed at this point. But do check out Bait's website if you are into Pop Asia. Sometimes they do have some interesting things listed. And yes, the Ginyu Force figures have been officially revealed at this point. We knew that they were on the way. They had been rumored for a while. So you can get the individual common pops. Of course, those are available to pre-order with various retailers. There are glow-in-the-dark variants of them as well that are exclusive with Entertainment Earth, and you can actually go ahead and pre-order those right now. And then GameStop is getting the 5-pack. So you have some options here as far as the Ginyu Force is concerned, the way that you want to get these figures. And if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, if you plan on getting these figures, Do let me know, what are you going for? Are you going to go for the individual commons, the glow-in-the-dark variants, or that 5-pack? There is a T-Rex Dinozord on the way, of course, from Power Rangers. Does seem like it is going to be exclusive at this point. I don't know where that's going to be exclusive, though when I learn more about it, of course, I will share about you. And if I learn more, about the other Zords or anything like that, of course, I will share that in a future video. So we have some Rebel Moon Pops on the way. This is a movie that is directed by Zack Snyder and is going to be released with Netflix. It's actually a two-parter. I did watch the trailer. It seems like he's going for a lot here. He's trying to mix a lot of different elements together, with sci-fi. There's definitely Star Wars influence, but other types of fantasy in the mix as well. Hopefully it all gels together. I think Zack Snyder has really good visuals, not always the greatest storytelling. So, we'll see how that movie ends up working out. I have Netflix, so of course I will check it out. If you've seen the Rebel Moon trailer, let me know your thoughts about it. Do you think it's going to be a really good movie? We'll see what happens with it, or I should say a good series. We'll see what happens with it though. There is a metallic Eddie from Stranger Things on the way right now. I don't know where that's going to be available, where it's going to be exclusive to. Of course, when I learn more, I will share that with you all. The Black Phone is one of my favorite recent movies. I thought there was some great acting in that movie. The kids did a great job. Ethan Hawke made for a great villain as the Grabber. And there's supposed to be a sequel on the way. Maybe they'll bring back some of the same actors. We'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it's a good sequel. We know how horror sequels can turn out sometimes, just sequels in general, but hopefully it's good if that does happen. But yeah, as far as the Grabber is concerned, you see that he's getting a couple of different pops here. There's 2 different common figures, and one of those commons does have that Chase variant there. And then Funko.com is getting a red molding Grabber figure where it's all red. It looks like blood is dripping off of it, and has like I think diamond detailing on the mask, of course the glitter. So that's a very interesting looking variant there. Like I said, I could see going for all of these because I really did enjoy that movie. So I'm pretty hyped about these figures here. I think they do look pretty cool. Once again, Target has begun their Funko Fridays, and they kick things off with the reveal of this new Ahsoka figure, which you can pre-order right now, and then that's going to ship out in early December, and it should be hitting stores, of course, around that same time. And then as far as their next reveal is coming up, on October 20th, it looks like it's going to be 8-bit X-Men Pops, and it will be Jubilee and Magneto. I'm not sure if there's going to be any more than that, but at least those 2 characters. It does surprise me because I actually thought Funko might be done with 8-bit Pops, but at least we have these on the way, and maybe that opens the door for some other 8-bit figures. I definitely want to hear from you all. What did you think about the 8-bit Pops? I thought that it fit some figures pretty well, especially when they were based directly on a video game. There were some characters done in the 8-bit style that I didn't completely understand why they were 8-bit Pops, so yeah, but let me know your own thoughts about the 8-bit figures. Would you like to see even more of them? And if so, which characters would you like to see? Before I get into these rumors, I do want to say real quick that as far as rumors are concerned, whenever I get new information, then I do share that in a video. I've had a lot of people asking about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie figures. I don't have any additional information at this time. Trust me, whenever I have official information, I will share that with you all. So just please be patient as far as rumors are concerned. That is the purpose of the videos, to share everything that I know. Now, getting into these new rumors here, starting off with Kellogg's. There's some more Kellogg's figures on the way, apparently, including Coco the Monkey, Cornelius Rooster, Sugar Smacks Quick Draw McGraw, which is interesting. I never knew that Quick Draw McGraw was actually a mascot with Kellogg's. Also, Snap, Crackle, and Pop seems like they are getting a moment as well. Now, with Stranger Things, we're getting some specific Scoops Ahoy figures, focusing on Steve, Robin, and a 6-inch Demogorgon. That's going to be interesting to see how they tie the 6-inch Demogorgon into, Scoops Ahoy. We'll see what happens, though. With Wednesday, we should be getting Wednesday with Umbrella. With the Mandalorian, a full new wave is on the way, apparently, including Bo-Katan with Darksaber, Grogu with Rondale armor, Moff Gideon and Beskar armor, a deluxe Grogu lifting frog, a deluxe Grogu and IG-12, Mando, Bo, and Grogu and Force Bubble as a deluxe moment. With Pokemon, we could finally see Ash Ketchum on the way, and trust me, whenever I get an official image, I will make sure that I share that, because I'm pretty sure some people are going to be excited about that. With Pink Panther, we could see a Pink Panther with a Chase variant. With Garfield, we could get Garfield with Lasagna, Garfield with Mug, and Garfield with Pookie. And I know they've done a Garfield with a Mug previously, but yeah, this would be a new one apparently. DreamWorks has the 30th anniversary coming up, and it seems like there's going to be a full wave of figures based around that. So we should get the Gingerbread Man, Puss in Boots, a flocked Puss in Boots, Shrek, Fiona, Donkey, and Kung Fu Panda. And then with the Nightmare Before Christmas, we should get Beach Jack with Zero and a Beach Sally. With Blackpink, of course, their figures just became available. Their first figures just became available in stores. And then we should also see a Born Pink World Tour, possibly as a moment. So this would be all four of the ladies together. You know, we'll see what happens with that. With One Piece, we should see Luffy and Foxy as a 2-pack with a Chase. Funko has done this before. There have been 2-packs with Chase variants previously. Not a lot of them, though, so this will be interesting to see how that turns out. We could also see a 6-inch Dragon Kaido, I believe is the name there. With Naruto, we should see another full wave of figures. I'm not going to run through all the names there. You can kind of pause and check that out if you need to. Now, Funko Fusion, it's been a while since I checked out the preview for that game, but I know along with the preview, we did get a look at some upcoming pops that are apparently still on the way. So based around Funko Fusion, we should see a He-Man figure, possibly also a Prince Adam figure. We could also see Indominus Rex, Scareglow on Nightmare Ride. I really want to see how that turns out if that happens. Some of these other figures here might be part of the Funko Fusion lines as well, you know, including Megan, and we could see a Battle Damage Megan. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that turns out. I think that could be popular because the movie was very popular. From Hot Fuzz, we could see Nicholas Angel. The Thing, we should see MacReady and Childs. Of course, we got an early look at their pop, so that seems very likely. With Transformers, we should see another full wave, including another Optimus Prime, Megatron, Soundwave, Laserbeak, and Astro Train. With Diablo 4, I think I shared this rumor previously, but I'm just trying to be thorough. We could see a bloody variant of the Treasure Goblin. And then Oregon Trail, I think this is relating to the old school game. We could actually see the wagon, so that'll be interesting to see if that happens. Maybe that will be done in a you know, 8-bit style. We'll see what happens with that though. Now, I do want to say before I move on here, if you're very sensitive about possible spoilers and you don't want anything to possibly ruin what you're going to see in Loki Season 2, then you might want to go ahead and tune out of the video right now. Again, I am going to get into some pops based around Loki Season 2, and if you don't want to see anything that hasn't been released just yet, then please make sure you go ahead and tune out of the video right now. All right, so obviously Obi has been officially revealed, and you can go ahead and you know, pre-order Obi with various retailers. He is a common figure, and of course the first Loki has already been revealed and available for pre-order, and Mobius and the TVA Temporal Core suit. I did cover those figures previously. If you look at the back of the box here, you see though we are getting a new variant of Sylvie. We are getting Renslayer with Miss Menace, a 1893 variant of those characters, and also of course Victor Timely of 1893 as well there. And it does seem like there could be a 2-pack on the way featuring Loki and Mobius. Of course, when I get, you know, official images of these upcoming pops, I will share that information with you all. And do be aware, is there anything you're still trying to track down? You know, just share how that all went for you. Please make sure you drop a like if you've not done so already. Share the video if you think it's going to help out other collectors. Thank you all so much for the continued support, and I will talk to you all again real soon.